Being non-threatening is not about statistics. It's about familiarity, and it's like familiarity, um, knowledge of, because I could trust that you can make good on threats, right? So what is the underlining, the underpin of a non-threatening demeanor is going to have to do with familiarity, not statistics. Trying to get you to argue statistically is emotional. It's like emotion. It's emotional. It has its purposes in that, because for whatever reason, people want to conflate authoritarianism with fascism. There's some authoritarian that you even selectively favor. Coming at someone like this, like saying like fascism is authoritarianism, but like, isn't there some authoritarianism that you particularly favor? And the answer is yes. So it doesn't correlate to that definition. But if I want to subvert the system or something like that, then I would try to give you a new basis by which to evaluate what is the threat. That's what they're doing. They're just trying to get the inexperienced people and the boomers and the low information or whatever on a basis with what's threats, and then this way you'll be able to choose the side that has friends. Like the idea that you can not pick a platform position, but pick a position from a side that favors having friends. It's not promised. What they're trying to do is suggest that everybody will hit your guts if you produce the type of confidence that a passive assertive person has. Then surround yourself with the same thing that you say you're against, right? So like aggressive, assertive, those are the jailers, the people that are selected for law enforcement because they don't get pushed over a lot, They don't select passive aggressive people for law enforcement. They also don't accept passive assertive. They're trying to make this like social workers and the cops. They'll be like instead of police, they'll be like some kind of psychological team that tries to work through people's issues and solve problems without throwing anybody in jail. It's ideal, but no society is free from some elements that they would prefer to jail because they're in opposition to what it is that you are favored. So they're like playing this like, okay, so we want you to see the dialectics as non-threatening. But I'm already non-threatening. But then we're gonna trigger you by controlled opposition arguing statistically. But threatening is not about statistics; it's about familiarity. It's like I'm on point with my definitions. It's like a inoculation to bullshit. Because you're fucking with my English language, trying to uphold one political ideation or another doesn't work. But when you see it's just me and the English language, standing back to back, fighting against all enemies to attack you at once. It's just me and the English language standing back to back, fighting against everything and everybody. They don't want to acknowledge English is going to be more expressive and helpful, that you know the difference between acculturation and assimilation. If I just didn't want to rage bait you, I already effectively proven that I'm not interested in rage bait you because I informed you about definitions like acculturation. Then it's not just a stunt to try to enrage you. With it, both sides of the political Venn diagram both see a use in assimilation theory. and neither side wants to acknowledge that acculturation is what they're actually trying to say, because like fucking there's. I don't think they're trying to purposely, like, on purpose. I think they're just like being led. It's obvious. This is what we do know. Isn't it obvious? Except I'm right when I said it. So, like, I know you like that. If you're gonna play those games and you're gonna get all quiet because I gave you a better descriptive terminology so that you can be more concise, so that you can express yourself adequately, and you're just going to get all quiet and like, well, you don't like him, his confidence is threatening, then are you going to orient me on what characteristics are threatening or non-threatening? Shit. I don't want to argue statistics. I already know black people doing the most. I already know that we're fucked up and everything. But even as bad as our statistics are, if 1 in 20 of us is a murderer, it has nothing to do with me. So I'm completely juxtaposed to it. Not to mention I ran across white people that looked like they wanted to kill me at my ass before because they had a cocaine psychosis or whatever the fuck it was. They were just super hyper focused on me as a stranger. I didn't even know them. Like, I don't want to steal from nobody. I don't want to rob them. And this guy actually saved him one because I was fishing and he kicked my duffel bag off the hill slope and it started rolling down all these rocks. And then I guess he had a change of heart or something because he was like, change his mind, and he went chasing after it. And he's like running down a rocky slope that was like he was gonna fucking kill himself. So I was like, slow down, it ain't that serious. Just like he was like, no, I want to get your bag. Well, I feel bad and everything. I was like, it's not worth it. Like, slow the fuck down, because he's running down this. Like, everybody was telling him, for the love of mercy, you're gonna fucking kill yourself. So I mean, I could change people's mind. 1 second they want to kick my property, and then the next second they're not interested in attacking. Right? That guy could have very easily fucked me up. He could have I'm out of my element. Okay, there's none of my people around me. So he could have fucked me up. I just changed his mind. I mean, some people are like, fuck that shit. You should, tell me who he is. Like, right now, like, I want to go, like, yeah. Then I have to get other people to keep this negative emotion alive, to go out and fight my battles and take up my mantle or something, when they could be just being their own person. So no, not only am I not aligning with statistics or characteristics that are, like murder and all that kind of shit. Like, people really want to be afraid of you no matter what. Become passive assertive. Then if they choose to still be afraid of you, they can make themselves lonely. They can make themselves isolated. They're already isolating yourself. It's because it doesn't follow the demographic statistics and everything. Like, you have to be on point. Like, actually get on point. Arguing statistics and everything, like, you might be right and everything, but that's just going to help you alienate such a large sector. So, like, 1 out of 20 of us is a fucking murderer. But the difference between a murderer and a not murderer. If you want to be petty, then you could say, well, you share some things in common, right? So I get it. I have a right to be afraid of you, but I'm confident. I'm not afraid of nobody. You want to be afraid of everybody or somebody or whatever, that's you. like you don't flip it on me in the next instance, and you'll be calling me scared of my own shadow. If you can subvert my ideology or whatever, or change my passive assertive to passive aggressive, then I fulfilled what you already said about me. So it makes you look good because what you said turned out to be true. So then people can believe you or something like that. Shoot. What you said is already true statistically. But on behalf of being right, sometimes you have to have the mental illness. Anybody can figure this out at any second too. It doesn't even matter if you just spend your whole life persecuting the wrong people. You can figure it out all in an instant. Then I'm gonna be like upset though, because now everything I said about you isn't true, and it makes me look bad. Like, I gotta hate that. I gotta hate those kind of people. So does shit. God hates those kind of people.